So if anybody was waiting, apologies for that, but we're gonna do some Sunday night football rip tonight. We've got my favorite box to make fun of, which is 1991 Fleer football. We're gonna do some Provision and all-pro hunting out of this. So we're gonna open this entire box, and I got some other packs that we will throw in as well. So let me get all these out of here, just make it easier. And let's see if we can find us some Provisions or some all-pros. There we go. My screen, that's done it twice on me now. Last two times I did this one black. Terrible cards to look at. We're obviously looking for, like I said 2 times already, the Provisions or the All-Pros. Those are the inserts in here. There are still some of the bigger name star cards in high grades. There's still, you know, $100+ cards in here. Bo, of course, we're always looking for. And Barry Sanders, the Joe Montana card, Jerry Rice card still holds a little value. If you're looking for the Provision cards though, obviously the way to go is the there's a bow, is the rack packs, because you will get 1 per rack pack. But in the wax boxes, we're going to find out tonight. We're going to rip a whole box and we'll see what we come up with. I'm expecting we might see 3 and probably about the same on the all-pro cards as well. So we'll keep anything that we like, and we will make fun of some photos along the way. Here, maybe we'll find the human centipede picture that I think is probably the best botched photo of all of 91 Fleer. After I do a few packs of this, I'll sprinkle in the other packs I've got sitting around as well. There's Herschel Walker. That's not terrible. Put Herschel up there. And there is Gerald Williams. Looks like he's reaching for nothing. But that's the way these photos go. Cut off hands, cut off feet, cut off heads. You get it all with 91 Fleer. And if you watch our lives, the Bug Zapper is in play tonight. If we should catch anything flying around out here with us tonight. There's Mark. Oh, we got a gray, so we're getting something here. We're either getting the All-Pro or we're getting a Provision. Let's see. So we're going to get our first All-Pro, and that's going to be Neil Anderson. So we do get the first All-Pro. I'll stick the All-Pros up here. Said versus basketball and baseball in 91. And the football for Fleer, you do get the chance of 2 of the inserts, not just the one. There's Rodney Pete, Andre Rison, Ruben Mays, Lonnie Young. And like I said, after I open a few of these, we'll mix and match. I got some 87, 88. It's all football tonight. I got all football out here tonight. So we're going to get gray in here as well. So we might be starting off strong. There is Simon Fletcher. Ooh, we got another gray. Are we going to get a Provision or another All-Pro? It's going to be an All-Pro. So very off-centered Andre Rison All-Pro. So we'll put him with Neil there. And I noticed something on the back of this pack. Had I noticed it, I would have kept it because I'm a pack collector. But you're going to meet Mr. Barry Sanders that was on the back of this pack. But somehow I did not see that. So Barry will stay with us. And we'll open one more, and then I'll open something random here. Let's see. So 2 All-Pro cards out of less than a quarter of a box. That's not terrible. Howie Long. There's Montana. That's a card in the set that, like I said, if you're into things like grading, that is a card that's well over $100 if you do get that graded in a tin. There's Dave Meggett. No use for that card. Let's see. What do I got else out of here? Let's open 89 Pro Set. 89 Pro Set Series 1. So there will be no Barry Sanders or Derek Thomas or Dion in this. Best you can do is Woodson, Michael Irving, or Thurman Thomas. And it seems like I always find the Woodson, which is not a bad pull out of this. There's Kevin Green. Excuse me, one second. Been fighting this cold, so if I'm raspy. Oh, there's Bo. We got Bo. So put the non-Fleer cards over here, I guess. That's how we're going to do it. First time we're doing only football. Tonight I figured with the playoffs going on and everything, we'd do a football night. And I have a ton of these 91 Fleer boxes. So ripping entire box will do nothing but just very lightly deplete my 91 Fleer packs. So back to the ugliness. Here's another. We're gonna get another All-Pro already. Yep, there's a Joe Montana All-Pro. So 3 All-Pro cards off the bat. That's not bad. That's actually really good for the box. We got to see Provision, but we'll take the All-Pros. Vincent Brown, Broderick Thomas, just running into nothing. Ernest Biner, Jerry Ball, Hugh Green, there's Andre Rison League Leaders. Good old Jeff George, Lewis Lips, Thane Gash. Finish that one off. See what else we got here. Hope if your team is in the playoffs and you're watching the playoffs, hope your team's winning. My team's, of course, the Chiefs, and I don't get to watch them until next week. There's Elway. Elway's not a bad card in this set either. And I see Gray again, so we're going to get either another All-Pro or a Provision. We're going to get Provision this time. I think that's the Marino card. It is. So Provision number 1 of the night will be Dan Marino. I'm going to sit that there so I can put it in a sleeve. Maurice Hurst, Calvin Williams, Darryl Green, Carl Zander, Warren Powers. Just nothing but orange in the background of these cards. Don't understand it, but whoever designed the sets for 91, I can't imagine that they designed many more sets for Fleer. You had the hideous yellow, you had the blue, and I should have cut these before I brought them out. And in basketball, of course, you had the blue. Let's put old Dan in there. First Provision of the night will be Mr. Marino. Bucks or Washington? Oh look, we're gonna get another gray card. I kind of want the Bucks to win tonight or tomorrow night because of, or they're playing tonight. Yeah, playing tonight. Kind of want the Bucks to win because of not Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield. And we're going to get another All-Pro. So that's 4 All-Pros. Bobby Humphrey. But I wouldn't mind seeing that kid. There's Derek Thomas hitters. I wouldn't mind seeing Daniels get a playoff win his first year either. So I'm indifferent on that game. There's Barry Sanders League Leaders. Jack Del Rio when he was a player. Tim Brown. So we do have a Provision. If you just joined us, we are opening a box of 91 Fleer, and we've already got 4 of the All-Pro cards so far and 1 of the Provision cards. And opening some other random stuff too. If I do this pack, we'll open something else random. But it's going to be all football tonight. All football and this terrible 91 Fleer background. Warren Powers, feel like we just saw this pack. Eddie Brown. There's a hitters, David Fulcher, Henry Allard, Robert Brown, Vincent Brown. That's a Brown pack. Broderick Thomas, Ernest Biner on that one. See what else I got out here. Let's do, how about we do 93 playoff. Packing 93 playoff out here. I always like these cards. Were never really worth anything. Just like the design of them. Wish there would have been some inserts out of this set. And you get the bricking when you mess with anything past about 1992. This is what you can expect to get. These cards are very stuck to each other, and the corner of this one is destroyed. So you'll see the paper loss we're going to get on these. There's Dennis Gentry, Marvin Matthew. Oh my goodness. Ready? Here. Oh yeah, that's a great noise. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the back of Jeff Wright. Like I said, cool cards with the black and white background, but you better hope you opened them back in the 90s, because if you're trying to buy these now, yeah. Is that stuck? No, Rodney Pete is not stuck. Terrell Buckley. He was a good player back in the day. That's the back of what these cards look like, and that is one pack of some very bricked 1993 playoff, and we're back to the green screens. Let's see what we can. Provision Bow is it? Yes, Provision Bow is what we're chasing tonight. Said if you just jumped in, we've gotten now 5 of the All-Pro cards and 1 Dan Marino Provision, and I see gray in here again, so it looks like we're going to get something else. Otis Anderson, Lewis Billups. And here we go, another All-Pro card. So what is that, 5 now? There's All-Pro of Thurman Thomas. We'll add him to the All-Pro stack. John L. Williams, Frank Stams, John Stevens, Russell Maryland, Gerald Riggs, Cleveland Gary, and Sammy Smith to end that pack. How we doing, Dewey? We are ripping frantically through it. Man, I see gray in this pack too. So we are I picked the right box to open tonight as far as inserts goes. Brian Hinkle, Paul Farron, looking for my Human Centipede card. I can't remember who that is, but it's one of the funniest cards in here. There's Eddie Brown missing half his foot, and Bruce Smith, All-Pro. So we're knocking them down with the All-Pros. Hayward Jeffries, Jeff Query, Ed Reynolds on that one. Let's keep on buzzing. See if we can pull another Provision out of this one. The Merino looks nice though, back there. Any gray in this one? Don't think so. Sorry to spoil it for you, but I think we're just looking at hideous pictures in this one. Anthony Thompson, Michael Hayes, Craig Hayward, Johnny Holland, there's Cortez Kennedy, Keith Byers, Drew Hill, Richmond Webb, James Hasty, Frank Cornish. I don't remember that name. Frank Cornish. Let's see. We're not even halfway through this box. It's already treating us pretty well. Probably means we're due for, ooh, look at the corner of that thing. Oh yeah, like here, this is just such a random photo. You just got some dude's rear end in the middle of it. I mean, who thought, oh, hey, this is the photo that we want to use for good old Bruce here for his picture. I mean, it just makes no sense to me, but that's why I love to hate this set, and that's why, you know, I say I hate it all the time, but I have probably more boxes of this than I do anything else sitting around. There's another bow. There's another bow. Bow League leaders, Carrier, Holt again, Ricky Ellison, John Davis. I'm going to finish that one off. We'll keep him. We'll keep this card and see if we can find a worse photo as we go on than that one. All right, Mike Dumas, rookie that didn't work out. There's Art Monk, Junior Seau, Keith Sims, Reggie White, Bruce Perkins. There's Emmett. There's another good card out of the set. We'll stack him up over there. Leon Seals, Steve McMichael. There's Derek Thomas from the Chiefs. Running out of room on that one. Lewis Sharp. The checklist stick? No. And Lewis Sharp. I'm going to finish it out for that one. Open a couple more packs. Then I'll open, I think got an 88 pack out here. 88 tops pack. Maybe an 87 somewhere lingering here. Did I bring an 88 out? I think that's an 87 over there. All right. Let's see. Emmitt Smith had one of the best O-lines in football back in the day. I think even as good as I think Emmitt was, that O-line sure helped him tremendously back then. There's Emmitt again. League leaders. We're going to make a new stack. Jackie Slater, Ed West, Danny Villa. Finish that one. Let's see what I got out here. Yeah, I have a pack of 88. Let's open it here. Speaking of bow, let's see if we can. Yeah, I have a pack here. You want 89 instead? Here, I got 89. I got an 89 settle pack in here. 89 tops. We can do that one. Who's on the front of this? Couldn't tell you. And on the back, we got Mark Kelso. Let's see what we get out of 89 tops settle. It'll be our first gum of the evening here. We'll let it slide out of the way. Let's see what we got. Lionel Manuel was the first card. There's Jay Hillenberg's All-Pro card. That's not terrible. There's the Mark Rippin Super Rookie. That's not a bad card, actually, out of that set. Devin Mitchell, Anthony Miller, Jamie Holland, Alfred Anderson, Jay Schrader, Charles Buchanan. There's Keith Jackson, All-Pro. It's not terrible either. Oh, Lawrence Taylor. I actually really like this card. It's one of my favorite cards of LTs. Was this one, him and the helmet? I'm gonna put old Lawrence Taylor up there. Jim Breach, who was the 1,000-yard club card, was Ricky Sanders. Out of this pack, Mark Jackson, William Fuller, Chris Dolman, and the previously mentioned Mark Kelso to finish that pack out. Not a bad pack. Got a LT, got a Singletary, not half bad. Now back to ripping more Fleer. We're almost through half the box. Almost through half. Brian Noble, Ricky Sanders, Mel Gray. He was good back in his day. Like this photo. Dennis Gentry. Oh, did it? Am I muted? Can you all not hear me? Somebody let me know if you can hear me. That's really weird. Am I just talking to, ooh, no, that's the flash. Oh, okay. I hear now. I don't know what's going on. It's like, it's done this last couple times. It's done live. Like if I even get like, and I've got all my notifications turned off, but I even get so much as an email, I think it like mutes it for just a second, and something in the settings that I'll probably have to work through. There's Charles Haley, Mike Saxon, Howie Long, Andre Reed. There's the Montana. Put Montana over there. Jay Hillenberg. That's actually a good photo for 91 Fleer. So I like that one. Kevin Porter from the Chiefs. Tim Rosenbach. Man, he was supposed to be something for the Cardinals. There's Andre Rison, Ruben Mays, and a very nicely centered Lonnie Young there. PSA -6 on that one if you choose to send that one in. And we have officially eclipsed halfway through the box. And we've run cold now after a few packs of getting a lot of the All-Pros and one of the Provisions. We are slowing down. There's LT. Another LT. We'll put LT up there. Roy Green, Bill Fralick, James Thronton. There's Jerome Brown. Look, oh, I like this photo. Ripping the dude's head off. Slightly a face mask call, I think, on that one. Put that one over there. Ernest Givens, Pete Stoyankovich, and Jeff Krizzle to finish that pack off. And we are over halfway now. So if you like 91 Fleer and all football, you're in the right place tonight with us. Again, figured I'd do football tonight, being that playoffs and such. And is that on the card? No, that's not on the card. Tim Harris, Perry Kemp, Tim Go. There's Reggie White. Liked old Reggie. Daryl Grant, Dave Griggs. There's a Thurman League leader, so our decent stack is, oh, that's not a bad picture. Either good or terribly, or terrible in these pictures. More terrible than good. Oh, look, there's Jay Schrader talking on the telephone. Be on the back of this pack. Let's get another Provision. Let's get us another one. And now you're seeing, when these, everything spiked on the 91 Fleers after a couple people posted a bunch, well, I didn't say a bunch, a few PSA 10s, and they went crazy a few months back around, or a little earlier than Thanksgiving, I guess, and these boxes shot up. Well, I mean, they didn't shoot up to anything ridiculous, but they shot up from maybe 20 bucks a box to 40 bucks a box, and people thought they could open these and find, 6 or 7 of these Provision cards in a box, and it doesn't work that way. And these said if you're really chasing Provisions in 91 Fleer, buy the rack packs. Buy the rack packs, and you're guaranteed one per. And if you watch the very first video that I ever did for this channel, was I opened a box of 91 Fleer. Oh, we got Gray. Hang on, got to slow down. There's David Fulcher. It's All-Pro. All-Pros, a bunch of those. But if you watch the very first video that I put on this channel, was I opened a whole entire box of 91 Fleer baseball rack packs, and each and every single pack had a Will Clark Provision in it. The entire box. No, I think there was one Mike Greenwell, but 23 Will Clark Provisions. I still have Will Clark Provisions for days. I think I'm going to use them as next year for Christmas cards and send them out to everyone I know. There's Carl Mecklenburg. Dave Meggett, will pass by him. There's Anthony Munoz. There's the Lawrence Taylor hitters. Willie Flipper Anderson. Matt Brock, and that's like PSA, what do you think, PSA -3? Where's Joe Namath? I don't ever see any Joe Namath tonight. Let's see what else I brought out here. I brought out, how about 90? I like this set. 91 Upper Deck Football. I like the Dan Marino card. He's in the snow on this one, and I like the Derek Thomas card as well, where he's sitting on the, my goodness, this thing's kicking my butt. I like the Derek Thomas card as well in this set, where he's sitting on the bench. See, maybe we can summon either one of those. Mike Munchak starting it off for us. Is that Henry Ellard? Yep, Henry Ellard MVP. There's Tim Woolry. And in regular Upper Deck fashion, we're going round and round. There's James Francis. There's Aikman. It's a pretty good photo of old Troy Aikman there. We'll set him to the side. There's Art Monk team checklist for the Skins. Warren Moon season leaders. Bart Oates. Ken O'Brien. Oh, there's Albert Lewis from the Chiefs. Old Bobby Hebert. Bobby Hebert to finish it off. Like that set, if you're wanting some cheap junk wax to open that first year of Upper Deck, is you can get those boxes really, really cheap. All right, back to our 91 Fleer. Let's see. We need at least one more Provision. Ooh, this whole corner of this pack is destroyed. Jeff George, Loose Lips, Thane Gash, old Vinny Testaverde. There's Elway. Ooh, but that card is ruined. Matt Barr, David Fulcher. League leaders of Stephon Page, Chris Everett, Sterling Sharp, Andre Tibbett. There's Nick Bell. There's another one for that. I mean, every rookie's supposed to turn out, but I know there was a lot of hype behind Nick Bell when he came back out for the Raiders. There's when he came out of college, I guess I should say, for the Raiders. Can we get us another Provision? Mark Collins, Eddie Brown, Warren Moon, he was a league leader back in 91. Buford McGee, Brian Noble, Ricky Sanders, Mel Gray. Still haven't found my Human Centipede card. Mark Carrier, Harry Hamilton. We've seen that one before. And Ethan Horton. So a dud of a pack there, and we're down to about that much left out of this box. And we'll see what else we can get into tonight. Scott Norwood, probably missing yet another Super Bowl kick. Bill Romanowski, Dennis Gentry. Oh, there's my guy, Christian Okoye. Got to put him out there. Steve Young. Get a good little run of cards here. Ricky Prohl, Mike Ken, Eric Martin, Hassan Jones, Travis McNeil, Seth Joyner, Don Maggs, Sean Collins, and Al Toon. Finish that one. Let's see, we'll open this one, and then I've got a couple more random packs out here we can attack. There's Chris Miller, Freddie Joe Nunn, Heath Sherman, Bruce Matthews, Derek Russell, Leslie O'Neal. There's really no rookies in this set other than Eric Bieniemy. I don't know that he had quite the career that people are still chasing Eric Bieniemy cards, but that is the best rookie that you can find out of this set. Let's see what else I got out here. I've got, how about this? Action Pack. This is 90 Action Pack, the rookie update set, but you could get these in packs. So the Emmitt Smith rookie is what you're chasing out of this. There's also, who else is in here? There's two more cards that are decent in this. I can't remember who they are. But if you've never seen Action Pack, they're, kind of a 2D type card. This would be the same design for 1990, but in the rookie update, it had the red accents where the other ones did not. So there's Scott Mitchell, Anthony Johnson, Leroy Butler, Alton Montgomery, Rob Moore, and Rodney Hampton, which this one would have been a good one back in the day. This would have been one of the better cards when this set was released, was a Rodney Hampton. This is what the back of these look like, and they have a seam in them. If you've never seen these cards before, they have a seam because they're folded over, obviously, to make the 2D. If you're into the grading thing, you can grade these, but I know there's some leniency for some of the corners and stuff on this set, but I've never sent one in. I have a couple Emmets that maybe one day I'll get around to sending them in, but none of those in slabs for me yet. There's Mike. We've seen this pack before. There's Mike Dumas, Art Monk again, Junior Seau, T. Sims, Reggie White, Bruce Perkins. There's Emmett again. You'd have to be high on the list to get over in our pile now. We've got so many people hanging out over there. Steve McMichael, Leon Seals, Lewis Sharp, Mike Rozier, Sam Mills, and that one. So one provision so far. All we got. Albert Lewis from a Chiefs. Whoa, look at the top of this. Look at the corners of this whole entire pack. Man, I hope there's not a provision in this, because that is beat. Every card in this pack is going to be ruined. Chris Jackie, Andy Heck, Randall Cunningham, Hayward Jeffries. Oh, that would suck if we got the Bo provision in that. So thank goodness we did not. That would have not been good. So we dodged the bullet in that pack. See if this pack's a little better. It is. Bruce Hill, Nate Newton with, again, somebody's rear end in the middle of the photo. Just makes no sense. Hey, there's Bo. There's the guy. We'll put him over there. That Bo card, so if you're looking at weird cards from this set to grade, this Bo card is well over $100 to get graded in a PSA 10, and it's because for some reason a couple of these cards, Fleer had a terrible time with their centering as it was, but this Bo card always seems to be heavy bottom or top, one way or the other. It's very hard to find an even one that you might even qualify to want to send into PSA. And look, I'm not trying to get PSA 10s on stuff I send in. It's stuff for my collection. If I go through stuff, buy collections or whatnot, like the 78s that we did, that we sent into PSA, I did sell most of the 78s, the baseball cards, but I got those part of a collection. So every once in a while I'll send some stuff in to PSA to maybe get a return on, but for the most part, if I send something in, it's staying with me. So if I find one of those Bo cards that I think will bring a 9, well, then I'll send it in. I know it'd be cheaper to buy it, but I'll send, hey, there's Kenny Walker, and with nothing going on behind him. There's Rodney Pete, Lewis Oliver. There's another Singletary. Hitters, Bruce Hill, Nate Newton with somebody's arse in front of him again. Hey, look, another Bo. See, and look, again. So this Bo is the same way. It's top to bottom. It's just terribly off center. So we're back to back with the same pack. Yeah, I guess we are. Back to back, same pack. All right. Can we get another provision out of this box? Let's see. Mike Rozier, Sam Mills, John O. Williams, Anthony Tooney. There's Warren Moon, Gary Wilkins, Michael Stonebreaker. Hey, there's Derek Walker just standing there, just doing nothing. Just couldn't have filled in anything over here. We'll just keep him like that. There's Wade Wilson, Greg Townsend, Jack Trudeau, Warren Williams, Greg Rosinski again. Now let's open something else. Let's see what else. So this isn't going to be very exciting, but here's some 90 score. I do still like this design. They made a gajillion. Well, they made a gajillion of anything in the junk wax, but it seems like they made so many of these after the success that they had the previous year, which the much less produced 89 scores did probably more than 10 times what these cards are worth. Richard Dent, Pat Swilling. There's Mike Singletary again. I'll put Mike over there. Hassan Jones, Icky Woods. We'll just shuffle him on over here. And there's your Sportflix-esque trivia. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, nobody cheat. What player had the highest average gain rushing in a Super Bowl game? Do you think it's Franco Harris, Tom Matt, Clarence Davis, or Larry Zonka? It would be Matt. I wouldn't have guessed that. Who averaged 10.5 yards per carry, 11 carries for 116 yards in Game 3. Game 3, they make it sound like a World Series. We mean Super Bowl 3, not Game 3. All right, back to the show. Sam Mills, Chris Hinton, Joel Smingy. Can't say I recall him. There's Jim Kelly, Hot Gun. I do like the Hot Gun cards in this. Jim Everett, Drew Hill with his Chin strap not on. David Fulcher. Good old Bubby Brister. Good old Bubby to end that pack. All right, we got 4 left of our random Sunday Night Football live rip box. See if we can find some more magic. Rodney Pete, yep, we're getting to the point where we're seeing these packs, these same packs over and over. There's Nate Newton with the butt in front of it. Hey, look, there's a bow that's, now you get the top and bottom okay, and now the left and right is still terrible. So we've had like 3 or 4 bows, which is a good night, and not a one-centered bow. There's two. That's a great name. That's a great name for a football player. Tootie Robbins. Good old Tootie. Tootie and his 91 Fleer football card. Still does not beat my favorite name of this era, which was Via Sikahema. Still like that name the best. Now I see gray in this one, so we might be getting something worth looking at. Frank Minifield, Mike Bunchek, Eric Howard. Is it a Provision? Is it an All-Pro? It's an All-Pro. And it is Anthony Munoz on the All-Pro card. I haven't done enough digging to know which. I would assume that the Provision is a lesser ran card than or there's less of them than there are the All-Pros, but I don't know. I might want to look into that, and maybe I'll have that answer for you the next time we do this. There is Tim Harris in the background of that photo, Irving Fryer, Steve Walsh, and old Mark Rippon to end that one. 2 left. 2 left. Let's see. Oh, look, another Barry Sanders on the back of the pack. So yet again, I would have kept that had I known that, but thought I looked through some of these, gave him a glance to see if there's anybody on the back, but not a big deal. I'm sure there'll be 100 more of them. I think I have 15, 16 boxes of these left to go through, and I'm going to rip them all. There's Jim Everett again, Sterling Sharp, Andre Tippett. Man, look at the centering on that thing. Nick Bell again, Wilbur Marshall, and good old Barry. Same centering problem as the rest of them. All right, last pack of this, and I got a couple extras. It won't be a long one tonight because I do want to catch the ending of the game. Just thought I would buzz through this because it kind of had a last pack magic. Yep, last pack magic. Weren't these cards massively produced and basically? Oh yeah, these are. If you don't get the Provision or the All Pro, these are pretty much worthless unless you can catch one of them in a PSA 10, but that's not we're not about the money over here. It's kind of the nostalgia of it and everybody having a good time of looking through some of the old photos and whatnot. And I'd still rather buy, countless boxes of these than go spend $800 on a box of cards that in my opinion are still junk wax, just more variations and parallels to them now. But I just can't see how someone, I think it's killing the hobby for kids. My kids wanting to get into this, and I have to introduce them to this older stuff because buying the new stuff, if you don't buy the value packs or whatever they call blaster packs or whatever at Walmart, you're still spending $40-50, and you're not gonna get much out of there. But $800 for a box of cards right now for like Prism, no way. No way am I spending that. Ralph Mo I'll punt. Literally, he'll punt. There's John Elway. Not too bad. This is 90 Pro set, by the way. Series 1. Tony Zendejas. There's another great name from back in the day. Ricky Dixon, Mike Quick, Warren Moon, Keith Millard, Clarence Verndon, Marion Butts, J.T. Smith. And I think this is I think this is also kind of interesting. Like you look at, that Dan Marino card in a PSA 10, it might be, I don't know, it might be a $150 card, $200 card. But if you no one's would have ever paid $1,000 or $2,000 for that card. Nobody ever will. But if you'd have backed up to Kenny Pickett's rookie year, people were paying thousands of dollars for his cards, and now look at what they're worth. They're basically junk wax themselves. So that's why I don't dabble with any of the new stuff. Every once in a while. Oh, look, Christian Okoye on the back of this pack. That's going to be a Christian Okoye rookie. Every once in a while, I'll buy something new, but not much. Steve Largent, 88 tops is what we're doing right now. Steve Largent. Old Steve can go over there. There's Jim Collins. We obviously know we're going to get an Okoye rookie out of this, which is pretty good, but can we get a bow? Michael Carter, Philip Epps, Moise Taputo, Tony Collins, Our 1,000-yarder is going to be Carlos Carson from my Chiefs. I like these glossy cards. I'm going to sit old Carlos over there. There's old Dave Butts. Jack Trudeau. I think that's Jack Trudeau's second year card. This set, if you're looking for a set from the 80s that has a high grade, high card in it like the Bow does, this has a ton of rookies in it because 87 was a strike shortened season. So there is just a ridiculous amount of rookies that do not have this top super rookie on them, but they're rookies. For a top set, I think this was the most rookies per set of the 80s of any set. I know that was a mouthful, but that's what I was trying to get to. Mickey Schuler and the previously mentioned Christian Okoye rookie on the back. He didn't take too much of a gum beating. That's a guy I like to collect, being a Chiefs guy. And we got just a couple packs left. Let's see what we got up with here. How about some bricked up 93 Fleer? Let's see. This pack will be all stuck together, and there'll be 2 fun cards in the middle. It's this entire box, as I'm just getting my butt kicked trying to get this in. This whole box wasn't the seller's fault. I bought this a long time ago, and shoot, it might have happened when it was in my possession, but you're going to get a couple different bricks out of here, and then there's going to be one section in here that is nasty as far as the bricking goes. Oh, let's see if we can come up with, hopefully there's not a provision stuck in the bad part of these cards. That's an odd photo. Yep, here comes some bad bricking. There's Clay Matthews. Kevin Green. And there's a checklist. Now, you get a decent amount of them in the center here that won't be terribly stuck. There's Mark Carrier. There's a Warren Moon, but when you get back here to the back is when it gets bad. There's Warren Moon. And I've tried the freezer. I've tried the hairdryer. I've tried the microwave. Yeah, the best remedy I found for brick cards is actually a hairdryer. If you put a hairdryer and put it on high and hit them and then kind of move them around. Oh, look, we are going to get a Provision out of here. We're going to get a Provision Michael Irving. Can I try to make sure that he's not torn up? Well, the front looks good. So we do get another Provision. The front looks good. Hey, look, we might have lucked out. Might have lucked out with no paper loss on that. There's Steve Bono. And we also, who's he stuck to? Bruce Armstrong. So we get another Provision, but not the way we thought it was going to happen. There's Barry Foster. Oh, look, these are great cards too, and this is going to be the 2 that are stuck. Ah, dang it. It's going to be a Derek Thomas. Sorry, I know this pack's taking forever, but I'm trying to preserve what I can. There's a Derek Thomas insert here, and I think this is going to be, yeah, this is going to be real bad when I pull this apart. So adios, Derek Thomas. Yeah. These are cool cards too. What do you see these? Nasty. But yeah, that's an insert that would have been pretty cool to have. It's a team leader, Derek Thomas, but that's what you get when these with these, especially this year, 93 Fleer. So we get saved with the Irving Provision, Michael Irvin Provision. It's not too bad. Last pack I got out here, and then I'm gonna let you all go tonight. I'm gonna watch a little bit of the back end of the game. Thanks for watching. If you are tuning in tonight, and we need to push. I want to do our 1,000 sub giveaway, and I haven't had the time to do as many videos as I was doing in the beginning, just with the holidays and stuff that hit. But I'm gonna be putting out a lot more videos, and hopefully we can get over to the 1,000 so we can do a live giveaway for the 1,000. And I've got some boxes set aside for that should be good. So tell your mom and them to subscribe to us so we can get on to our 1,000 sub giveaway. There's Jim Leachy. This is, by the way, the back of 1990 Topps as I was talking. I didn't exactly see what we were doing there. There's William Howard. Pretty cool photo with Jackie Slater. Scott Studwell. There's an Aikman team card. Not terrible. There is a pretty cool card of Christian Okoye and Barry Sanders in this set that I like, the rushing leaders one. Terry Taylor, Scott Case. This card, this player in particular, was only in the league for for a few seasons, but if you put in like 1989 or 1990 Case, like Topps football Case, every other stinking thing that pops up is going to be a Scott Case card. There's Joe Montana to Craig. That's not a bad pack. There's Jerry Rice and Andre Reed. Bernie Kosar team card. The Moss team cards. John Orfendahl. Kevin Rouse from the Chiefs in a very blurry photo. Look at the graining in some of these photos is kind of different. There's Mark Murphy, Matt Millen, James Thornton, Lewis Lips, Roger Vick, old Bernie Kosar, Wade Wilson, and Eric Allen. Going to finish it out. So let's take a look at our haul real quick. We do get the 93 Fleer Provision Michael Irving. Here's out of one box how many All-Pro cards we got. Let's count them up, see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's outstanding for one wax box to get 8 of those in one box. We do get the one very nicely centered Dan Marino Provision for 91 Miami Heat. It's kind of funny. And then we got us a big old stack of just star cards over here, and then you can let me know who you think was the worst photo out of 91 Fleer. It's either Nate Newton with somebody's behind in his face, Jerome Brown ripping a helmet off, Kevin Martin with the moon ball up here that I don't think anybody's catching, or good old Bruce here carrying 2 men's butts as they doing. This is just such a bizarre photo. Poor Bruce. See if he even got his head down on the back. All right, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching, as always, and thanks for the support on the channel. Like I said, we're going to be doing more here in the next couple weeks. Try to get kind of back on track to a regular schedule, and then I'll do some lives. I got a Rack Pack live, all Rack Pack live set up for you, and I've got a Settle Pack as well. So everybody, stay safe. If you're in the weather or if you're out in California, my heart's with y'all, and be good, y'all. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.